Hello, my friend. A successful marriage is not built in a day. It is built daily. Marriage is not a sprint. It is a marathon. A successful marriage is not by accident. It is a planned event. And if you fail to plan, you are planning to fail. In this video, I am going to share with you why a successful marriage is on the other side of discipline. Let's have this conversation. Hello, my friends. Welcome back to the channel. I am Dorian, and this is Not Easily Broken. And on this channel, we help Christian couples who are struggling in their marriage transform their life and marriage through spiritual and personal growth aligned with the Word of God. Let's get it. Well, marriage is not always easy. Let's be real about it, right? You're talking about two people that comes together in marriage from different background, from different culture, different personality, different behavior patterns, and different character. It can be overwhelming. You are trying to figure yourself out while you are still trying to figure out your spouse at the same time. Why is there no consistency? You might be asking yourself that question, why your spouse can't be consistent? Why can't they do what they say and mean what they say? Why are so many marriage failing? Why are some people winning in life and marriage while others are losing? Others are giving up. They're throwing in the towel. They are frustrated and overwhelmed and don't feel like they can go on any longer. If you are in that situation, if you have been down that road, I have news for you. There is still hope. If you want to win in your life, if you want to win in your marriage, it starts with a very key area that you need to learn and become very good at. And that, my friend, is discipline. If you want to win in life, it starts with discipline. Everything that you desire in life and in your marriage, it is on the other side of discipline. So what is the solution to the problem? Well, here I will share with you at least 10 things that you need to do in order for you to be on the winning side. Number one, you need to make a decision. Yes, you have to decide. Decide to show up and do the work. Decide to get started. Success starts with a decision. You have to make a decision to be different. You have to make a decision that I'm going to go all the way. A better you starts with a decision. A better marriage starts with a decision. See, I decided I needed to change. I decided that I needed to get better. I decided that I did not want to be an average man, an average spouse, an average father, because that's not what I am. You see, average in my definition for average, it means that you are the best of the worst or you are the worst of the best. I'm sorry, but that's not what God created me to be, and that's not what God created you to be. My daddy left me when I was a little boy, but I decided that I'm not going to leave my kids. I made a decision that I'm going to be the best father that I can be. I made a decision that I'm going to show up. You have to decide today that you are going to do the work. Stop thinking about it and just be about it. Winners always find a way to win, and losers will make excuses and always find a reason to lose. You have to make a decision that you're going to win. You're going to decide. You're going to show up. You're going to do the best that you can. And that's all you need to do, my friend, to be on the winning side. Number two, it takes work. Yes, I said it. It takes work. We are living in a society that people seems to be allergic to work. Unfortunately, I am sorry to say it, but I think that Christians are some of the laziest people that I know. They would rather get a prophetic word and they're not learning how to manage their checkbook. They rather stay in line to have somebody lay hands on them, and they don't read the Bible for themselves. I've never seen so many people that are frustrated in life, but they won't go to work. We must work. We want success, but we don't want to do the work. Work was the first thing that God gave man. Did you notice that? God didn't give Adam a wife right after God created him. God put him in an environment and teach him and help him to be cultivated and to become better. God put him to work. Genesis chapter 2 and verse 15 tells us that God take the man that he created and put him in the Garden of Eden to work it and to protect it. Work define who you are. Work builds character. Work teaches you how to be responsible. Work teaches you how to be disciplined. Listen, my friend, God does not like lazy people, especially men, and neither do I. If you want to succeed in life and marriage, then just get up and go to work. Number 3, better communication. Better communication is on the other side of discipline. Do you listen to your spouse when they speak to you? You know, listening is not a skill that you're born with. It is a skill that you must learn to develop. Are you listening to respond, or are you listening to learn and understand so that you can get the information, you can get the data to make a conscious and an informed decision on what you're going to do in order to respond and to activate results based on what you hear? Listen, my friend, communication is the solvent of all marital problems. You cannot solve any problem unless you learn how to communicate. A matter of fact, communication is the foundation of personal growth. Oh, yes. And that is the next part that I'm going to talk about, because listen, you cannot create if you don't know how to communicate. Number 4, work on personal growth. Listen, my friend, you're going to hear us talk about it a lot on this channel, because I know that is one of the big issues in your life, in your personal life, in your spiritual life. It is because of the lack of personal growth. You have to be disciplined to become a better version of yourself. You know, your marriage is a reflection of you. You're not fixing your marriage. You are in an institution created by God, a covenant relationship. And in that institution, you're trying to work on your relationship. So you're not fixing your marriage. You're actually fixing yourself while you are in marriage. The relationship that you have right now with your spouse reflects who you are, right? You have to be better at building yourself. You have to get better at becoming a better you. And when you change, everything around you will. It says that when the tide rises, all ship rise, which means that when you elevate yourself, everything around you will elevate. When you grow, everything around you grows. Growth is the separator. Get some books in addition to the Bible. Read, get a mentor if you have to. You know, stay around people that elevate you, bring you up, lift you up. It is said that we are in life based on the 5 close friends that we keep and the books that we read. If you are reading, then you are learning. And if you're learning, you're growing. And if you're growing, you're becoming. And if you're becoming, you are acting and elevating yourself. Number 5, staying faithful in the marriage is on the other side of discipline. Anybody can cheat, shack up or do whatever, but staying faithful is a choice. Listen, it's a decision. It's one that you must make daily. Every morning that you get up, thank God for giving you another day and walking into purpose and choosing to stay faithful. Staying faithful separate the man from the boys. I'm so grateful that God gave us the free will to choose. That's why in the Garden of Eden, he has 2 trees. He has a tree of good, of knowledge and evil, and he has a tree of life. What distinguishes you and separate the man from the boy is the ability that you have a choice to make, and you make the right choice daily. You have an opportunity to choose, but you choose the right thing daily. Knowing that you have an option and you make the right choice, it makes you absolutely different from the rest of them. And that, my friend, it takes discipline. Don't be like Samson. Know that Delilah was no good, but still because of lust got caught into that mess. Don't be like Solomon, was told that these women are going to turn your heart away from God, and he still allow himself to become connected with them, and they allowed him to turn his back on God and become idol worshiper. Make a decision to be like Joseph. Know that you see something that you like, but it's forbidden, and I'm not going there, baby. I'm going the other way. Knowing that you had an opportunity to do wrong, but you made a decision to do right. That, my friend, is what we're talking about. The Bible tells us to walk in the spirit and we will not fulfill the lust of the flesh. And in Galatians chapter 5 and verse 21 and 22, it talks about the fruit of the spirit. And one of them is self-control, or in another word, self-discipline. You have got to be disciplined, my friend, because the enemy is out there trying to destroy you, trying to mess you up, trying to play games with your mind. But you have got to stay faithful. And in order to do that, you must be disciplined. Number 6, finances. It is on the other side of discipline. It is a second cause for divorce. Some folks are so broke, they are about to choke. Why? Not because you don't make enough money, because you buy things that you can't afford with money that you don't have to impress people that you don't even like. That, my friend, is the lack of discipline. My wife and I have been married for 30 years and we started with nothing, and we have never bounced a check. We have never spent more than our net income. We have never borrowed money from nobody outside a financial institution. And listen, we are practicing how to create wealth. We're practicing exactly how to have exponential growth. But you have got to be disciplined. The Bible tells us to owe no man nothing but to love them. You know, some of you guys have all the latest iPhone, this iPhone, that, and you don't have any life insurance policy just in case something happened to you or something happened to your spouse. Listen, man, you can't be in today's society and people have to do GoFundMe just to bury you. You ought to be ashamed of yourself to get a new iPhone 15 and you don't even have a life insurance policy on yourself or on your family. I don't understand it. It's a joke. It's on the other side of discipline. You control yourself. Yourself shouldn't control you. Number 7, better health is on the other side of discipline. The Bible tells us in 3 John 1 and verse 2, Beloved, I wish above all things that you will prosper and be in good health, even as your soul prosper. Listen, man, you got to be disciplined. Stop eating food that make you sick. Stop praying and asking God to heal you from your sickness when you know for sure that you are the one that's causing your own illness. It is amazing to me that people will eat food that they know are not healthy for them, and then they go to the altar or asking the pastor to pray for them. Why is he praying for you? What is it? What prayer is going to do if you don't activate your faith based on your action? Every time that somebody came to Jesus and asked Jesus for healing, Jesus would say to them, go that way, thy faith has made thee whole. If you know that you're diabetic or you have high blood pressure or any one of those type of illnesses, and you are constantly eating food that triggers that, then you're just killing yourself. That's just being plain stupid. That's all it is. You are killing your temple. This is your body. Listen, it takes discipline to eat healthy. Because healthy food is not the best tasting food, but you've got to do it. Make a lifestyle change. Listen, I'm 53 years old. I go to the gym all the time, right? Listen, since 1997, I have a gym membership. I'm just saying that you have got to be disciplined. Winners don't make excuses. We make decision to win. Number 8, better sex is on the other side of discipline. Think about it. Sex is great for marriage. Great sex does not just happen, it is created. And you need to know your body. If you are a man, you need to study the body of your wife. You need to understand her anatomy and her physiology. You need to know exactly all the erogenous zones and how she wants to be touched and where she wants to be touched. Listen, man, I've often said that a woman's biggest sex organ is their mind. You have got to get into their mind. It is said that a man just need a place to have sex. A woman need a reason to do it. You have got to give her a reason. You can't wait until bedtime before you show interest in her. It takes discipline to get her right, to get her in that space, in that mode before you decide to do what you need to do. And we have a policy here at KEB, Not Easily Broken. When I teach men about sexual intimacy, I always tell men that, listen, the woman comes first, okay? Yes, you must make sure that she get there first. You're going to have yours, but you better make sure you get her there. She must come to orgasmic explosion because you perform and you put her into that space where she can enjoy it just like you. And ladies, initiate. Okay, initiate. When you initiate, it makes the man feel good. It makes him feel love. It increases his sex drive. It increases his testosterone level. And it's just absolutely put you both in a position to have fun while you're having fun. You get what I'm saying? Number 9, better time management. Better time management is on the other side of discipline. Listen, my friend. We all get 24 hours in a day, and how you do and how you work your time will determine exactly how successful you are. Do you spend more time on social media scrolling and going through people's page than you do with your own time, that you then doing something that being productive? You got to set goals, and you have got to complete your chores and your daily routine. Don't watch any shows that require you watching 10, 15 different episodes. I don't watch no movie that requires me watching it more than once. If I have to watch episode 1 and episode 2, I don't want none of that stuff, man. Leave me. Take that away from me. Take that. My wife always complained that I don't watch these shows. I don't. I only have 24 hours in a day. And I want to make sure that I am valuing my time and spending it wisely. I don't have a problem watching a show, but if I have to watch 3, 4, 5 different episodes, I don't, that's not me. Okay. And finally, number 10, lay aside every distraction. Distraction will stop you from your success. Distraction will stop you from building a better life and a better marriage. That's why the Bible tells us in Hebrews chapter 12 and verse 1 that we must lay aside every weight and every sin that so easily beset us, so that we can run this race with patience. Lay aside everything that is hindering you from a successful marriage. It takes discipline to tell that female friend of yours, that single female friend of yours that is acting like she is your wife, or it takes discipline to tell that male friend of yours that, listen, man, we ain't cool like that. It takes discipline to make sure that you don't get yourself in any situation where you are committing adultery, you are having virtual affair, or you are shacking up or doing all these different things. The devil wants nothing more than to destroy your marriage. He wants to make sure that you lose at your marriage. But in order for you to win, you have got to be disciplined. But I want to encourage you right here, right now, to keep on winning. Don't quit because it gets hard. Don't quit because things are tough. Make a decision that you're going to grow. Make a decision that you're going to do the work. Make a decision that you're going to show up for you and for God before you show up for your spouse or anybody else. Yes, I said it, because people talk about putting your spouse first. No. My wife is my number one priority, but I've got to make sure that my relationship with God is first. I got to make sure that I am right, because if I'm not right, nothing else in my life is going to be right. You can't pour from an empty cup. So if I'm broke down, messed up, jacked up, how am I going to be the best version to her? So you have got to make sure that you keep working on yourself. That's why personal growth and spiritual growth are so important to the betterment and the welfare of your life. And so, guys, you have got to do the work, man. Stop making excuses and make decisions. Who you are and what you are and where you're going. You've got to know it. You've got to be it. You've got to become it. It must be engraved in your heart. And if it's not, that's a problem. And if you want to take your marriage to the next level, then here is another video that I want you to watch. It's going to help you. This, my friend, is what you need. Thank you so much for watching. May God bless you. Like and share, subscribe if you have not hit that subscribe button. And I cannot wait to see you in the next one.